all is set for an extravaganza of cricket.
The World Cup is here.
Oh, no way! No way!
Outstanding from Sheldon. Most amount of sixers ever taken.
Kane Williamson under pressure.
He has been outstanding. What a comeback from Sri Lanka. What a fight from Sri Lanka.
And he's got it! He's got it! He's got the hat-trick at Lords!
He's got a blinder. What a grab that is.
These moments. This is what you ask for in games like.
England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins!
What is cricket? Invented in England back in the 16th century, cricket spread around the world through British colonizers. It has been played for centuries, with the first international match taking place in 1844.
J.R. Dardine gets his 50th. He's played a very steady game.
Today, it's the second most watched sport in the world after soccer, with an approximate 2.5 billion fans spread across 180 countries. But I guess you can argue that India alone is accountable for more than a billion. But how is this game played? Cricket is a bat and ball sport similar to baseball, and it involves two teams with 11 players on each side. Moreover, it's played on an oval-shaped field, and in the middle of that field is a rectangle known as the pitch. At each end of the pitch are wickets made of 3 wooden stumps to support 2 bails. The primary objective of the game is to score more runs than the opposition. At the beginning of a game, a coin toss is used to determine which side will bat first. Afterwards, the fielding team will put all 11 players on the field with alternating bowlers, whilst the batting team will send out 2 batsmen. The batsman's job is to score runs and defend their wicket. They always work in pairs, and they can score runs in 3 different ways. Number 1. If a batsman hits the ball and both players safely run to the opposite end, they score 1 run. Number 2. If the batsman hits the ball far enough along the field that it reaches the boundary, he scores 4 runs automatically without the need for running. And similarly, if the batsman hits the ball in the air and it goes over the boundary without it touching the ground, he scores 6 automatic runs. This is the highest scoring play in cricket, and it's like hitting a 3-pointer in a basketball game.
Fetch this! Maximum! Straight as you like! 21 off that!
It's also important to mention that if the bowler bowls an illegal ball, whether it's too high, too wide, or if the bowler steps out of his crease, then the batting team is awarded a free run. Moving on to the fielding team, it's their job to get the batsman out of the game. The bowler, who can bowl up to speeds of 150 km an hour, may use various methods of delivery, such as a fastball,
Oh, that's a beauty. Mitchell Stark.
a spin ball,
Butcher's got to go.
Not a bad one to start with. I can understand Mike Gatting being disbelieving.
Oh, look at the look on that face. Look again.
or even a slow ball.
Got him! Beautiful! Absolute!
These are some ways a fielding team can get you out. Number 1. Bowled out. This is when the bowler successfully knocks over the bails by hitting the wickets. Number 2. Caught out. If the batsman hits the ball in the air and is caught by a fielder, then he's been caught out. Number 3. Run out. This is when the ball is thrown into the wickets before the batsman is able to run across to the opposite end. Number 4. LBW. Leg before wicket. If the ball hits the batsman's leg and the umpire thinks the ball would have hit the wickets if his leg wasn't there, then it is ruled out by LBW. Number 5. Stumped out. If the batsman leaves his crease in an unsuccessful swing at the ball, then he may get stumped out. A batsman can even get himself out by accidentally hitting the wickets. When a batsman is out, he is replaced by the next batsman in the lineup. And once all 10 players are out, the players switch sides. Finally, the highest run total, after both sides have had their turn to bat, wins. Hello everyone, my name is Razan, and the sport of cricket has always been around me from a young age. It wasn't until grade 5 until I joined my first actual cricket club named the Dolphins, who were affiliated with the BCMCL, the British Columbia Mainland Cricket League. This was where I honed my skills and mastered the fundamentals of the game to become the experienced player I am today. Throughout my time at the club, I played a vital role in my team's success with my fast, intangible bowling. In 2019, I actually won the BCMCO U16 Best All-Rounder Award, which was given to me for having the most wickets as well as catches in the entire league. After observing for years, I always wondered why cricket was so underappreciated in North America, despite it being a really enjoyable sport. Therefore, I was really keen on promoting the sport, and this capstone project was the perfect opportunity to do so. This led to my essential question: how can I promote cricket to my peers through my own experiences and accomplishments in the sport? I first wanted to compose a video where I would explain how the sport is played, including all the rules and etc., which you guys saw at the start. But I wanted to go a step further and take initiative by gathering some of my friends who have never played before and basically coach or teach them. And here's how it went. This is Arsenal's first time batting. He's feeling confident. He's got the pads on and everything. Let's see how it goes. Oh. Oh my god. That would have been an LBW right there. Leg before wicket. Alright, I'm gonna give this guy a few more balls and I'm gonna show him how it's done. Then you have it back in front of you. And when the ball comes, let's say if it's coming straight on, you put your leading foot straight on and you defend it like this. Okay? Yeah. See ya. Can you bring it on the bat? Okay, so over here.
legs are one day, like halves like over here. Like.
Okay, so you're gonna. My legs are good enough. Use your dominant hand, right? You're gonna place at the base. Okay? I hit the gym in the same and you see like the V shape that you create here? Yeah. You want that same shape on your other hand, like this. No, so it's because it's gotta be like, you know, aligned, the V shape, you know? Yeah. And then you just stand straight. Keep your feet shoulder width apart.
My arms, I couldn't like.
And
were stiff because I hit shoulder.
look straight ahead.
So when I was like raising my arms.
And you use this. Okay, so when you're batting, you use this hand, like your non-dominant.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're going for like a power hit, then you use your right hand, right? But you're using your leading hand to kind of play like this. When the ball comes, use your foot.
8:45, yeah.
Go face the ball.
They're working today.
Yeah.
Just hit it, right?
So when they share like foot.
So just go ahead and let's see what you got.
My hand on this side, not this side. Yeah.
Like this, yeah. Yeah, holding it.
So keep your shoulder at the bar, yeah. You move your feet in a bit, okay? You're gonna feel comfortable there. Then you can bend your knees, I got it. I want the ball cut, yeah. When it comes, okay. You can move your feet when the ball comes. Let's go.
Oh, what a shot! Yeah, oh, you know what? Yeah, Ibrahim! He's already better than Arsenal.
Master tailender here.
That's crazy. So Ibrahim was asking me how to get more power on the shot, right? So when you're waiting for the ball to come, like have your bat up here, right? So when the ball comes, you're gonna have that extra momentum to hit it further away. So that's why I told him to keep it back like this instead of keeping it down like this. Whoa! That's good, that's good. As you can see, Ibrahim was a very quick learner, and despite his struggle to lift the ball above the ground at the beginning, he was eventually able to do it thanks to my coaching. Now it's time to move on to bowling. Okay, I'm here with Ibrahim and Arsel. I'm going to teach him how to bowl, alright? So basically what you got to do, so let's say this is the line where you bowl from, okay? So everyone has their own run up, right? It could be like all the way from back there or like somewhere here, right? So you run up. If you're right-handed, you're going to place your left leg, right? You're gonna place your left leg on the line. Okay, and you're gonna come over like this. And you gotta make sure your arm is straight. So like this. Okay? Yeah. Kind of bend your arm. So it's gonna look something like this. And then you throw it like that. Bro!
Yo, you should have like a score count.
Alright, so the biggest mistake they're making is they're bending their arm. You can't do that. If you do that in a real game, it's,
No, I wasn't bending
it's a
mine.
penalty, alright?
I wasn't
So
bending mine.
can't be doing that. It's
I wasn't
illegal.
bending.
That's an illegal throw.
I wasn't bending.
And use your opposite. Okay, use your left hand. Cause both of you guys are right-handed. Use your left hand to point where you're throwing it. Okay. So like I said, left foot and left hand point where you're throwing at, and then you follow through like that. Okay. I think that'll help you guys. I'm show you guys how to hold the ball. All right. That's the ball we have. It's kind of you got the ball here. It's kind of beat up because we've been playing on the concrete. All right. So basically. You're gonna use your 2 fingers to put your fingers with the seam right here. So you're gonna just place it like that. Okay, like this. Okay, and you're gonna have your thumb on the opposite side. So it's gonna look like this. And you just go like this. Like that. There we go. Oh, what a ball! What a ball! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Okay, so Arsenal, this guy's having a problem. He's like, you're like all over the place. Okay? You gotta focus on your target and go in a straight line. Like literally just go in a straight line. That's better! You guys got that? Oh! 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 That was a good ball, I can't lie. So you're doing good. Things you can do to improve. Again, go over. Because both of you, you're kind of going to the side of it, alright? Excuse me. Can you get that ball for us? This capstone experience was a very fun journey, and along the way I expanded my self-knowledge and understanding in several ways. Going into this project, I was feeling very concerned as coaching other players was something I've never done before, meaning it was a new skill that I had to learn along the way. Moreover, I'm that one guy that just does something without really a thought process. Whether it was bowling or batting, it just came to me naturally, so I had to use my critical thinking skills to properly break everything down and explain it to others. In addition, it really helped that the people I was teaching were my friends, and it would have been completely different if it was people I didn't know. Throughout the whole coaching experience, I used key communication and teamwork skills to work with the players to improve their cricket abilities. It also taught me how everyone learns at their own pace and how you can't expect someone to grasp something immediately. You might also be wondering why we were playing in a lacrosse box instead of the actual cricket pitch. Well, that was because the field was taken by a bunch of people who were playing ultimate. This was really annoying, but instead of using that as an excuse, I adapted to the situation and found a space that was playable. Another obstacle which I saw coming from the start was the weather, and I'm quite certain that the weather is the major factor to why cricket is not so popular here in Canada. You see, cricket is played in ideal conditions where it's dry, and in Canada it's the opposite the majority of time. Luckily, we were able to pinpoint the dates with dry conditions and use our time management skills to overcome this obstacle. Another thing I wanted to mention was that I was actually quite fascinated by my editing skills and the quality of video I made at the beginning by just only using iMovie and Photoshop. I felt like the video was straightforward, all while having corresponding visuals in a very appealing manner. In addition, I can use these skills in the future to create compelling videos for others to see. My team, the Dolphins, actually had their last and final season last year due to the league management not granting us a men's league team. This forced a lot of our players to go on their own path with different teams, and it was a sad ending to the amazing franchise. That being said, with the new coaching skills I've attained, perhaps in the future I might consider starting up the Dolphins again and form a youth team. This capstone project really helped me dive deep and understand my potential and helped me discover things about myself I never knew before. With that being said, thank you for tuning in to our capstone.